What's going on YouTube? Joe Miner 3131 back again with the DFS Quarry channel to break down the Saturday, December 29th, 2018 main slate. The slate begins at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be looking at an 11-game slate here. Before we get started, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. If you would, please share the video. Get our names out there as much as you can. We appreciate it. We are currently sitting at 95 subscribers. We're looking to hit the 100 subscriber mark. When we do, we're going to have a contest, have a drawing, just a little sign of appreciation. We're going to give away a free NHL hat. Winner's going to have choice of team for their hat. So with that being said, we'd appreciate it. So if you could do that, like the channel, subscribe, give us a share, that'd be great. Secondly, we did start a Slack channel. If you're interested in joining the Slack channel, let a comment below or hit me up at DFS Quarry on the Twitter machine. Just send me a private message. Hey, Joe, can you send me an invite for the Slack channel? No problem. All I need is your email, and I'll send the invite out. I check everything periodically as much as I can. And, as soon as I see it, I'll send it out to you. Before we get started, last but not least, one of the videos here, one of the last two videos we had, Woolly Mammal commented asking us to stop spamming our contest that we put out. Not quite certain how that's being done. Woolly Mammal, so if you're getting our contest invites, you don't want them, I apologize. We do have 300 and some odd members. So if anybody of them share it out and you're part of them, I can't stop that. So I do apologize. But I believe that's a DraftKings thing, for the most part. I mean, maybe I'll send them an email, see, ask a question with support or something, see if I can't do something to stop that. Just, whatever. So again, I apologize if that's what's happening. I don't know why. We are literally coast to coast with people who follow us here and people in our league, north, south, east, west, Canada. So I do apologize for that. But with that being said, we'll move on from that and jump into this 11-game main slate. Quick overview, it looks okay. Some weird possible goalie situations. We'll have to dive into that a little bit more. But with that being said, let's get right into it. And again, I'm going to use the screen share today because Jared is still on Christmas break. We were going to have Ski Miner, Ends Around Hockey there. Justin joined me. But my mom is in visiting right now from Pittsburgh, so we ended up started to play a game of cards, and it ended up dragging out a little longer than we had anticipated. So, sorry about such a late start, but we'll get it out here. Everybody, do what you can. Maybe see a video here. We'd appreciate it. First game up on the slate, again, using the screen share. First game up on the slate we are looking at is the Boston Bruins heading into Buffalo to take on the Buffalo Sabres. -125 visiting favorite for Boston here. 5.5 over-under in this game. We're looking at Tuukka Rask and Carter Hutton. I like the Boston side here over the last 10 with 3.4 goals a game they're averaging. Buffalo setting at only 2.6 goals per game. Buffalo coming off a tough road loss to St. Louis there. So I will end up siding with Boston here. So we'll talk about Boston. I like Bergeron and Pasternak. Marchand is out. Took an injury. Can't remember what it was or how extensive or how long, but I do know he's out. So I do like Bergeron. I like Pasternak. David Krejci, maybe. A little bit of that. wouldn't mind. But that's pretty much it for me. Really, it's just Bergeron and Pasternak here, forward wise, and they're getting healthy here. With Chara coming back, I like the price on Carlo at 2,800. He's still on that top defensive line with Chara. You got Krug and John Moore on the second line, second defensive pairing there. I like Krug at 5,800. That's a pretty decent price. John Moore again at 2,800. And then they got Graltzik and Kevin Miller on the third line. Really nothing there. I kind of like the value there with the $2,800 defenseman myself. And I'm going to keep Tuukka Rask in play here. Buffalo is shooting the puck a ton here, about 34 shots a game in the last 10. And Boston's given up just under 30 shots a game. So it's not out of the realm of possibility you'll run somewhere around there, maybe 30, 32, 34, somewhere shot-wise. So if Rask can stand up to the challenge, play a little better game than Halak did the last time out, probably burn a bunch of us, Tuukka Rask could be a real good play here. So we'll keep him in play. As far as the other side of it goes with Carter Hutton, I don't think I want to go there. I know that Boston is not as well, does not play as well on the road, but again, I just like I like Boston here, so that's where I'm going to go. So no Hutton for me. I'll dive into a little more. Obviously, if something changes, I'll be in the Slack, so I'll let everybody know. Buffalo side here, obviously Jeff Skinner, Jack Eichel, Sam Reinhart. Those guys are all in play. Top line it's a really nice line. Might not mind a one-off of Connor Sheary here at 3,400. That wouldn't be too bad. Bristol Lineman at 5,400. That's a real good price. Rasmus Dahlin, 4K. That's a good price. That's where I'd stay. So I like the two Rasmus brothers defensively. Maybe a one-off of Connor Sheary and the top line. But I like Rask here more, so I probably won't end up playing very much Buffalo at all. Next game up on the slate, we got the Washington Capitals heading in to take on the Ottawa Senators. Ottawa Senators are going to be on a back-to-back here, and pardon me for not really paying attention to the games too much here. Honestly, I don't even know what my lineups did. Sad to say, but again, with my mom being in, pretty busy here. So, should be Holtby and this Hogberg for Ottawa. McKenna should have. He started tonight. I'm pretty certain McKenna. So don't know nothing about this Hogberg at all. Washington's a -195 home favorite. Or visiting favorite, over under 6.5 in this game. It's all Washington for me, guys, here. In a big way too. So I like Holtby. I'll keep him in play. Hogberg, no. No. Washington's a powerhouse team. That kid's going to get destroyed. On the Washington side here, 8K Ovechkin still does not scare me. I think it's been 4 games since he scored last. I think that's what I heard today. So Ovechkin, I like that a lot. You could play Backstrom. That's fine. I don't want really no TJ Oshie for 5,800, but if you want to run a full line stack, go ahead. More interest in Kuznetsov at 66. I like Tom Wilson at 62. I like Jacob Vrana at 47. Lars Eller at 39. Brett Conley at 42. they're good. They're all good plays here. I don't think I'd play Stevenson. I don't think I want to chase the points there. So, I mean, dive into it here. Off the third line, it's Eller and Conley for me. I like the whole second line, and I honestly could see myself playing a whole top line. So there's plenty of plays here with Washington. Pick and choose. Defensively, John Carlson is 6,400. He's always in play. Michael Kempney, 4,500. That's okay, I guess. Yeah, I really like that top power play unit. Kuznetsov, Backstrom, Ovechkin, and Carlson. Even with a little Oshie, I don't mind that at all. So, and like I said, I do like Hopi here. Ottawa, let me bounce over and pull them up. But I played some Ottawa today. Again, I don't know how it worked out for me. Probably not that well. But nonetheless, if you want to play them, fine. Kachuk and Mark Stone, Matt Duchene, Ryan Dzingel. That's pretty much it. Colin White at 4,300. They got Bodker and Tierney with Ryan on the third line. Not really any interest in that at all. I really don't have much interest here in Ottawa at all. Thomas Chabot, yes, I'd play him. That's it for me. They should get a couple shots at the power play, but I don't think you need Ottawa here at all. And like I said, McKenna played today. I don't know if they'll run him on a back-to-back, but this other guy right here is Marcus Hogberg. I'm not sure about that. Don't think they'll go there. So let's move on. Next game up, we got the Montreal Canadiens heading into Tampa Bay to take on the Tampa Bay Lightning. The Canadiens are on a back-to-back. They played Florida tonight in Florida. Again, I wish I would have looked. I guess I could open that up and see what they did today here. But nonetheless, what I like here from Montreal, and I don't think I'm going to like too much, to be honest. I mean, they're in play, whatever. You got Drouin and Domi and Paul Byron, Tatar, Denault, and Brendan Gallagher. My question is what line matches up with what line? Tampa Bay having the choice here. Wouldn't shock me to see them run Drouin or run Braden Point's line out against Max Domi's line. And then obviously you would get Stamkos' line going up against Denault's line. I just if it plays out like that, I don't like the top line really. Maybe, Drouin and Paul Byron. I don't want no Max Domi. I think I would lean towards the second line, to be honest, if you want to play Montreal and just run Tatar, Denault, and Gallagher. Again, 11 games, might not need Montreal. So Shea Weber, I like him at 5,700. Jeff Petrie at 5,300. Is Mike Riley shooting the puck a lot? 3,200. So maybe a GPP play for Mike Riley. But again, not necessarily needing this at all. Montreal, let me see here. Defensively, or in the net, Niemi played tonight. I'm not sure they'll run him on a back-to-back. If they have to run this McNiven, I'm going to try to talk to Cole. See if he's in the Slack. See if we can't learn something about him if it ends up being him. But no. I mean, this kid going against the Tampa Bay Lightning, oh my gosh. The Stars would absolutely have to line perfectly right for him to do anything. Tampa Bay side here, guys. Tampa Bay is a -230 home favorite. The over/under of 6.5 in this game. Come on, man. It's Tampa Bay all day. Stamkos plays so much better at home. Kucherov plays way better at home. But look at these guys, man. Palat, Stamkos, Yanni Gord is back up there on that top line. I like Palat and Stamkos, certainly. I like Johnson, Braden Point, Nikita Kucherov, certainly. I like Killorn, Cirelli, certainly. So top three lines, take your pick, run them out there. They're in a great spot here. Tampa Bay is in an absolute dynamite, superb spot here. Victor Hedman, great play. This Anton Strawman is a good play at 4K. Girardi at 3,500. Just not getting enough ice time right now for me. I like to get them defensemen up there. Man, I prefer to have defensemen above 20 if possible. So there's plays here, guys. And obviously, if it's Vasilevsky, Montreal's averaging 36.2 shots over the last 10 games per game. Same with Tampa Bay. So I do certainly have interest in Vasilevsky here. I like Tampa Bay to win the game outright. So, it's Tampa Bay for me, guys. That's pretty obvious. Next game up on the slate, we get the New York Islanders heading into Toronto to take on the Toronto Maple Leafs. Maple Leafs are going to be a -225 home favorite here, over/under of 6.5 in this game. Man, New York Islanders, dude, this is what pissed me off and turned me off on the game today, man. They just, like, fooled everybody, didn't they, man? I mean, I read reports earlier today, listened to the radio. I mean, it was Langer that was starting. It didn't run Grice out tomorrow against Toronto, and then I guess it was Grice. I was like, what the hell, man? I totally got bit there, guys. So it's my fault. Should be Laner to Saturday here, and probably going to be Freddie Anderson for Toronto, but it wouldn't shock me at all if Garrett Sparks got the start here. So let's pay attention to that, certainly. It's the Toronto side for me here. I do like this if this Josh Hosang is up here on this first line for New York, though, at 2,600 for a top line right winger. It's a really good price. So Anders Lee, Brock Nelson, those guys are interesting. Matt Barzal, I like him too. 5,800. Beauvillier, whatever it is, 3,300. Good play. Josh Bailey at 4,400. Fine. So I would look at just the top two lines of New York if you want to run them here. That would be okay. And defensively, these guys are pretty decent defensive plays normally for the most part because they do shoot the puck, so they're involved. They do block shots. They score power play points. Nick Leddy, Johnny Boychuk, great, not great, viable plays. Adam Pelech, viable play. Scotty Mayfield, I think he's a viable play at 3,800. So there's plays here, guys. And again, it should be Laner tomorrow, unless they throw us another curveball here. We'll see what happens. But Laner's been hot, man, but he's also running into a pretty hot Toronto team, which scares me. So I'm not going to play Laner. And it's such a big slate. I mean, I don't necessarily think that Freddie Anderson will see enough shots to justify the price tag for him. Also, here we go. I got the scores up now. Let me just jump into them real quick. Actually, let me break down Toronto here, then I'll give the scores. Toronto, I'm a Tavares Marner pairing kind of guy for the most part. I like that. Matthews is a great play at 8K. I don't care. He's 8K, still a good play. Kapanen, 5,100 is a pretty decent play. Not so much on Marleau. Nazem Kadri off that third line. That's an okay play at 4,900. Nylander still ain't doing shit. So really, my three guys, I like the pairing Tavares and Marner. Give me Matthews and Kapanen. Jump down defensively, Morgan Riley at 6,500. Expensive, but he's doing it. Pay the price. Blah, blah, blah. Nikita Zaitsev. Jared and I know we get on him once in a while. We play him 2,900. I think he's a great cash game play. Zaitsev is at 2,900, man. Like he shoots, he blocks, so he's in play certainly. I do look for Freddie Anderson to win the game. What's his price tag here? We're looking at for Anderson. He's normally really expensive, 8,100. Only giving up 2 goals a game over the last 5 here, 0.928 save percentage. He's in play. I don't want to pay 8,100 for Freddie Anderson though. Next game up, we got the Philadelphia Flyers heading into Florida to take on the Florida Panthers. Panthers again in -130. Home favorite, 6.5 over under should be Carter Hart and Reamer, I believe. Jump into the scores real quick. Canadians outlasted the Panthers 5-3. Islanders ousted the Senators 6-3. Maple Leafs beat the Columbus Blue Jackets 4-2. And it was Anderson today, wasn't it? No, it was Garrett Sparks today. Okay. So it will be Anderson tomorrow. And let me check on Reamer. I'm pretty certain it was Luongo. Was Luongo. Man, he had a shitty game, huh? So it will be Reamer. We should get Carter Hart sighting here. I think they're going to protect the young cat here a little bit. They didn't roll him out against Tampa Bay the other night. So give him a shot here. As far as Philadelphia goes, these guys made a heck of a comeback the other night. Brought it back to against Tampa. I think it was Tampa anyway. But they come back. Yeah, it was Tampa. Lost in overtime 6-5 game. So good for them. They played well. So JVR on that top line, Claude Giroux, Travis Konechny. It's a pretty good top line. Sean Couturier, 5,400. It's a pretty decent price. Jakub Voracek, Wayne Simmons. I like the top 2 lines for Philly. Not sure I'll get to them. Not sure they'll make my cut, but they're okay. Defensively here, I like Ghost Bear at 5K. Sanheim, pretty decent play at 3,200. Radko Gudas at 3,400. He's okay, man. He takes penalties, though. I don't want no Carter Hart here. So top 2 lines really is my interest for Philly. We'll go over to the Florida side here. And Florida put up 3 goals tonight against the Canadians. Huberdeau, Barkov, Dadonov, I guess, are all great plays on the top line. Huberdeau is a little bit off right now, so to speak. Hoffman, Borgstrom, and Vetrano on the second line is interesting. The third line is scoring with Brouwer, McCann, and Maugan. So pay attention here a little bit. Not to dive into Florida. They're getting some depth scoring they weren't getting before, so that's a good thing. Them guys aren't getting much ice time here, realistically. I really think I would stick to the top 2 lines with Florida also. But I'm not shying away from that third line here of Florida either. That's kind of interesting with Brower, McCann, and Maugan. I have to look into that a little bit more here. I could see this game going over to 6.5. I kind of want a piece of this game, I think. Yandel at 5,600. Okay, I guess. I'd rather have Aaron Ekblad at 42, though. And that's it, defensively. And I don't want no goalies in this game at all either. So let's get out of this game. We'll go into the Detroit Red Wings heading into Dallas, take on the Dallas Stars. Stars are playing well, slow but well. Kudobin, man, had a hell of a game last time out. Probably broke some hearts. It's supposed to be Howard and Bishop in this game. Dallas is a 215, minus 215 home favorite. Over under of 6 in this game. And Detroit's lost, I think it's the last 7 of 8 games or some shit like that. So they're tough. Larkin is on a 12-game point streak. Ride it out if you want. I don't have a problem there. And this kid shoots the puck, man. 6,423 shots, 2 goals, 2 assists over the last 5 games of power play point. I like it. I would just one-off him. That's how I would play it too. I like the one-off. It's kind of a sneaky pairing here if you wanted Nielsen and Nyquist, but I'd probably just one-off Franz Nielsen too at 4,100 and just let it go with that. So really for Detroit, just Larkin and Nielsen for me. Defensively, Cronwall at 2,800, pretty decent cash game play. Draw no other interest really anywhere. Philippe Hronek here at 2,900. Boy, that's pretty interesting. Won't mind that. No Howard, no Jimmy Howard here for me. Not much interest in Detroit, guys. I lost 7 of 8. However, I do like Dylan Larkin. I will say that. And as far as Dallas goes, Benz again, Radulov, Tyler Pitlick. That's it. Just those 4 for me. So Pitlick and the big 3. And defensively, Heiskanen or Essen Lindell. Defensively for me, that would be it. I'm going to stay off Klingberg. And I think Bishop is in play. I would like to see. Actually, you know what? Bishop is not in play. I don't think he'll see the shots. He's in play if you want to play him. I'm not going to talk you off him. Let me say it like that. I know that's a big spread. Dallas is a heavy favorite here. But to be honest with you, I really don't see this game doing anything that will kill you if you avoid this game at all. So if you want to, stay away here from this game, I wouldn't blame you. I'm probably going to do the same thing. Next game up on the slate. However, I do like Dallas to win the game. Next game up on the slate, Pittsburgh Penguins heading into St. Louis, take on the St. Louis Blues. Blues are coming off a pretty big confidence-building win against Buffalo. Pittsburgh still a minus 115, visiting favorite here, over under 6. Probably going to see Murray and Allen in the net. And hey, Cole, what's going on? Yeah, it's late one, bud. What do I like here? I like Pittsburgh. Like Pittsburgh to win the game. Pittsburgh's better home team than they are road team, but it don't matter here. I think Pittsburgh is possibly turning the corner a little bit. I'm not gonna say they're all the way there because I don't think so. What do I like here, man? I guess Gensel, Crosby, and Rust. I'm not interested in Dominic Simone on the second line at all. I like Evgeny Malkin. Um, mm, Tanner Pearson. No. I tell you what, man. What I like here is Gensel and Crosby, Rust, Malkin, Brassard, Kessel. That's what I like. Um, don't be afraid to go down and get them third liners either, guys. Not with Pittsburgh. Um, and to be honest with you, um, for those of you who are in the Slack with us, Justin Yinzer on hockey there, he had mentioned the other day in Slack. Um, Sullivan doesn't really run set lines in the middle of a game. They start with lines, and then after that, man, it's mix and match as they go. Um, One of the things that's really irritating, in my opinion, about Mike Sullivan as head coach, real hard to see consistency here because the last game out, Crosby, I think, assisted on both of Kessel's goals. Um, you know what I mean? And we're talking, first and third liners there. So don't be afraid to go down to the third line with Pittsburgh at all. Letang at 6,300 is certainly always in play. Um, don't know what St. Louis is doing as far as taking penalties off to dig into that. Um, and that's all I'd want defensively. If you want to take a shot on $2,500 Marcus Pettersson, fine. I won't talk you off of it. Oli Mata blocks the shots at 3,800. That's not too bad, but it's really just Letang. I mean, let's face it, guys. We want to win DFS games here in contests. What do we need? We need goals, man. So I like guys who score goals. St. Louis side here. O'Reilly in a revenge spot the other day. I know I had mentioned that in the Slack channel. I also mentioned Paul Stastny the same day. Stastny was a birthday boy, and Stastny scored, and O'Reilly scored as well. Yeah, I know I'm patting myself on the back there a little bit. It's about the only thing I got right in the past week, man. Um, I don't want really. I tell you what, Jaden Schwartz, Braden Shen, and Tarasenko. It's a pretty good first line. I like Ryan O'Reilly off the second line. David Perron off the second line. I don't have any interest in Steen at all. I would only do that just to get the full line stack. But I probably wouldn't do it that way anyway. Their third line is scoring here too, man, with Maroon, Bozak, and Robert Thomas. So look, obviously they're in play as well. Oscar Sundquist, 2,700 off that fourth line as well. Defensively, looks like Pietrangelo is back. 4,900. I'll still stick with Pareko at 4,500. That's about it, really. I like the forwards on that top line or top power play unit. Shen, O'Reilly, Schwartz, Tarasenko. Beautiful. That's what I really like. Jake Allen, hell no, man. Jared plays Jake Allen. I don't play Jake Allen. To be honest, I don't want no Matt Murray here either. I don't trust him. I can't trust him. That's all. Next game up on the slate, New York Rangers heading into Nashville to take on the Nashville Predators. It's going to be real quick, and I apologize ahead of time if I make anybody bad with the way this gets broke down here. Should be Lundqvist and Rene. Nashville is a minus 255 home favorite, over under of 6 in this game. Nothing. Chris Kreider, Kevin Hayes. I think they're the two plays that you need to concentrate on, and I don't think you really need to worry about anything else as far as New York Rangers forwards go. I like Neil Pionk at 4,200 a little bit. Still don't even really think you need that, to be honest with you. I don't want to know. Well, you know what, man? I might take a shot on Lundqvist here. What's his price? 7,400. You might see me take a shot on Lundqvist here. I really don't like him for the win necessarily, but I think he could see some shots here. And guys, no Nashville, man. For me, none. Absolutely no Nashville. I am done getting burnt by these guys until they come out and put up some goals, man, and do some shit. I don't want it. I just don't want it. You know what your plays are: Johansson, Victor Arvidsson. Those two plays. The second line is finally back together. This is the way they wanted it to begin with Fiala, Turris, and Craig Smith. That would be a shot you could consider. Very cheap price. Fiala, Turris, and Smith. So GPP it, man, and hope for the best, I guess. I don't want nothing else, dude. It's not interesting. They're not scoring. Yossi, 6K, he's still playing out of his mind. PK Subban came back. He's 5,300. Okay. If you want a shot on him. Rene, yeah, you can keep him in play. I think they'll win the game here. So Rene at 8K, man, I don't know, man. I wouldn't play Rene either. I'd rather play Lundqvist than Rene because the Rangers don't shoot the puck. They just don't. I mean, they're averaging 26.1 shots a game over the last 10 games here. So I really don't think it's Rene. I just don't. No Rene for me. Sorry. Next game up on the slate, we have the Chicago Blackhawks heading into Colorado. Take on the Colorado Avalanche. The Avalanche are minus 245 home favorite, over under 6.5 in this game. Not sure what they're going to do here. I seen projected again. I use left wing lot for my projections, being that nothing is etched in stone coming out here for the most part. Should be they're saying Delia and Varlamov in the net for Colorado. Colorado's struggling here, guys. It's a massive home favorite though. Chicago, however, on the other hand, is playing much better. So here we go. Brandon Saad, I like that. Mr. Hat-Trick King himself, Patrick Kane, 7K. He's in play, man. Anisimov at 3,800. I like him. I like the Brinkett at 5,300. Why not? Grab some plays from Chicago here. I think they're viable. Colorado takes some penalties, I'm pretty certain. So I wouldn't be shocked to see Chicago on the power play here at least 3 times or so. So you guys are in play. I like Eric Gustafsson defensively at 4,800. That's a really decent play. Brent Seabrook blocks, man. He just blocks the shots. But at 4,600 without much else going on with him, don't think I want to quite go up that high for him. So I'll stay off that. Certainly. I'd rather play Gustafsson for $200 more. And if it's not Delia, then it could be Cam Ward. They're 6,800. No. I'll stay off the Chicago goalie no matter who it is, just in case Colorado decides to show up. Again, they have no depth scoring, and it's killing this team because they have no depth scoring. At some point in time, don't you think that they got to think about it? Honestly, truly think about splitting these guys up, Landeskog, McKinnon, and Rantanen for a little bit. Try to get these other guys going down below here. But if not, Landeskog, McKinnon, and Rantanen, they're all over 7K. McKinnon is over 8K. They're great plays. They're just, geez, a whiz, man. How the hell do you afford them? They're expensive as shit. If you really want some Colorado and you don't want to pay that price, take a look at JT Compher. Take a look at Alexander Kerfoot. Maybe you'll like that. I wouldn't go anywhere else, though. Defensively, nah. Eric Johnson at 3,800. Tyson Berry, power play time at 5K. That's fine. That's it, man. I'm not on Colorado too much here, just at top line, obviously. Varlamov at 8,400. Man, I cannot do that. I don't want to. Man, 0.850 save percentage in the last 5 games here with an 0-1 record. No way. I can't do it. I can't pay 8,400 for Varlamov. Chicago's playing much, much, much better than they were previously. Let's get out of here. Next game up, Vancouver Canucks heading into Calgary, take on the Calgary Flames. Calgary Flames, man. They burnt me the other night. I liked them. We'll have to pay attention to Johnny Gaudreau in that one for certain as well. Markstrom taking on Riddick. Calgary minus 195 home favorite. Over under 6 in this game. Vancouver side here. Let's talk them first, right? Bo Horvat's a pretty decent play. Pedersen and Besser is a pretty decent play pairing. I like Josh Levo at 2,800 on the third line. That's pretty much it. Alexander Edler, 4,700 is a good play. That's it. And Markstrom, no thank you. So here we go. Edler, defensively, only one. Levo, off the third line, is a one-off, 2,800. Pretty decent cash play. Pairing of Pedersen and Besser, beautiful. Horvat as well, awesome. Vertanen, too. Take a shot on him with mine at 4,200. Calgary, this is where I'm landing, guys. You guys all know, those who've seen these videos before, you guys know I'm big on Vancouver. I'm big on Pedersen and Besser, honestly. I like Josh Levo, too, man. Great. I like them three guys a lot, man. So, I can't rule them out. I mean, maybe a little bit of a game stack here, even. I wouldn't mind that. But as far as Calgary goes, man, Johnny Hockey, Mr. Johnny Gaudreau, man, this cat is amazing. He's a great player. Number 13, love it. Sean Monahan, 7K. I'll take a shot there as well. Elias Lindholm, 6,500. Like that too. Second line, Kachuk and Mikhail Backlund. I like that, certainly. Sam Bennett, 3,300 as well. Third line, Alan Quinn. No, but 2,600, whatever. Defensively, Mark Giordano, 6,200 is pretty fair price. Noah Hannafin at 3,900 is a nice price. Travis Hamonic at 3,600 is a great price, man. Yeah, that's a nice price. Travis Hamonic is a very good defensive play here. And Riddick, I don't want no Riddick either, just because Vancouver's just not shooting enough either. Vancouver's efficient, man. You had 5 goals the other night on 3 shots, so go figure, right? So no Riddick for me. I like Calgary, guys. I like Calgary to win this game. I like this game to go over the 6. Give me Calgary in a 5-3 win. And last but finally not least, again, I apologize. So late doing this show. Never really get this quite this late. Is what it is. Arizona Coyotes heading into Anaheim, take on the Anaheim Ducks. The Ducks are a minus 170 home favorite. 5.5 over under in this game. We should see Darcy Kemper and Mr. John Gibson. I don't like the over under in this game. Neither team really scores. Arizona's playing better. How about maybe Galchenyuk at 3,600? Richard Panik at 3,300. Step in 4,200. I don't like Arizona. Galchenyuk and Panik. Like Oliver Ekman Larson at 4,300. Chychrun, 3,900. I just think there's better plays, guys. But for that late night hammer, Arizona, I mean, if you want to take a shot, go ahead. I'm not gonna. I can't recommend Arizona. Not is like a first take look here. You'd have to dig into them, and even then, I can't really recommend them. have to see. Maybe the guys in the Slack be able to dig something up too as we're going through it there tomorrow, talking some plays through and whatnot. I tell you what here, man. Anaheim, I like Anaheim to win. Obviously, I don't want no Darcy Kemper. I won't rule out Gibson. I think he's got a shot here, even at a possible shutout. Pretty decent favorite in this game as well. So how about we take a look at Richie and Ryan Getzlaf, Andre Kasha. Won't be bad plays at all. Jakob Silfverberg, 4,300 is a pretty decent play. Ryan Kessler is not, even at 2,700. I don't like that. The third line is interesting with Pontus Aberg Pontus Aberg, Adam Henrique, and Daniel Sprong, the Spronger, 2,700. He's cooled off quite a bit since the trade. He did pretty well the first couple games out, but turns into a typical Daniel Sprong that we as Pittsburgh fans have grown to love. Whatever. Defensively, Lindholm. No. Brandon Montour, 4,300 is pretty nice. Josh Manson at 3,300, but not really. It'd be Montour. Like I said, I like Gibson. I do like Richie Getzlaf and Andre Kasha. It's kind of interesting, to be honest with you. Even on the main slate, I don't mind that. Definitely on a late slate, I'd take a shot on these guys. So that's it, guys. That's the slate. I'm gonna jump in. I'm gonna do the game for Jared. I know he'd be disappointed in me if I did not do the game for him. Let me see here. For my diamond stack, I'm looking for line 2 or lower. That's going to score 12 plus points. So my diamond stack will be I guess give me Calgary line 2. How about that, guys? So I'll go Calgary line 2 with Kachuk, Mikael Backlund, and Sam Bennett. My snowflake stack, which is a top line that we think are going to post up some snowflakes all over the boards on DraftKings for us. Top line that's going to get shut down tomorrow, man. Top line is going to get shut down. I tell you what. I'm doing it. Guys, I'm doing this one. This is just for you guys, for real. Buffalo, line 1. How about that? What do you think of that, Jared? I know you'll be watching this later. What do you think of that? Buffalo, line 1 for the snowflake stack. Buffalo, line 1. And that will absolutely be Skinner, Eichel, and Reinhart. The Eichel Tower. I like that nickname for him anyway that they gave him up there. And we're going to pick a Boulder Award. Boulder Award is the goalie that we think is going to post a shutout. How about, oh man, I don't know. How about give me Gibson. We'll let it at that. John Gibson. Boulder Award. That's a pretty cop-out pick as well. But it is what it is, guys. So with that being said, appreciate everybody who happens to stop in, watch videos. We didn't have much live chat going on here. Again, it's already now. I don't know how my night was, Cole. I didn't look. Too pissed off when I seen Lanner was out. It's bullshit, man. Damn, dude. They NBA'd us tonight. That's what happened, Cole. We got NBA'd. But whatever. Cole, one of our regulars, he's in the Slack all the time, man. Mr. Canada himself. should be a decent slate here, man. I kind of like it. There's plays all over the place. Don't think you have to worry about ownership at all. But I will tell you this, man. Look for that diamond in the rough. There's going to be an upset here. Oh, did he get put in and got 5 points? I didn't know that. No shit. So it worked out anyway. So maybe my night was better than I think. Could be. It did play Ottawa in the GPP, though. But I think I stacked them up with Columbus. So I don't think that worked out. A lot of plays, guys. So no, don't worry about ownership. But I do. I'm looking for an upset here, man. And again, maybe we'll be able to get in a Slack and ask Cole, who's in the live chat now, about this possible goalie that his Habs may be running out here. This McNiven, and possible. I don't know if you heard anything about Ottawa. Their goalie Hogberg. I don't know nothing about them two guys. Maybe we'll get in a Slack again and check that out. So if you want to join the Slack, let your email down below in the comments. If you don't want to do that and post it out to everybody, which I wouldn't blame you for not wanting to do, hit me up at DFS Quarry. Just send me a direct message. Hey, Joe, can you send me the invite for the Slack? I'll go ahead and do that. Cole is saying a very good prospect for McNiven. So, hey, man, how many hearts would Mr. McNiven break if that cat went out and only gave up 1 goal against Tampa Bay when they're a minus 230 home favorite? I would say 97% of all the GPPs hearts would be broken. I would like it, though. Anyway, thanks for watching. Give us a thumbs up if you like the video. Share the video out if you would. Again, I talked about the Slack. Follow me at JoeMiner3131 on Twitter. Follow me also. I also run the DFS Quarry Twitter account. You can check out my brother at JSMiner87. Again, he'll be back with us as soon as he gets back from Montreal. He's up there on Christmas vacation. And check out my brother at SkiMiner36. We all use the same handles, I believe, for DraftKings and FanDuel, all that happy-go-lucky shit on there too. You can join the DFS Quarry League if you'd like. We got some games and contests going on over there. And again, Wooly Mammal, I apologize to you. You left a comment the other day about you getting invited to our contest. I don't know what that's all about. We have 315 members, possibly friends with them or something. You know what I mean? And I do know that DraftKings, sends that out to way more people than we ever invited, man. So I apologize. Ain't trying to spam shit. So with that being said, I had a blast again. Apologize it's so late being this time Saturday morning. And I'll try to get on here tomorrow night at a decent time for you guys to break down the Sunday games. Good luck to everyone tomorrow.